up, you guys? So today's video should be a pretty quick one because I only have 3 new mists. I figured I would just do this a separate video. I typically do like pretty large hauls and they end up coming out very long. So yeah, we're not doing that today. We're just focusing on some of the new collections that are out at Victoria's Secret. There are actually quite a few new collections. I was looking on the website because I didn't even realize that they had so many, but I think there's like maybe 3 new collections, 3 or 4, but my store did not have all of them out. There have been a few collections that have been out over the past month, but there are some even newer ones that my store hasn't gotten in yet. The newest collection that is out is the new Soul collection. This is kind of the flankers of their core collection. And then there is this other kind of like more floral type collection, which that one was out like maybe a month ago at my store. So I did kind of try those out. I tried them out again the other day whenever I went, and I just wasn't really interested in any of those. So I passed on that entire collection. It's called the Vivid Blooms collection. They also have a new one called Enchanted Sundown, and there are a few in here that sound a little promising, so I kind of want to go back and check for that. And then they also have the Year of the Dragon, which a few of those sound pretty good as well. A lot of florals I'm seeing, like a lot of fruity florals. But whenever I went the other day, they were actually having an amazing sale. I think all the body care, including from Pink, was all for $6. Like the mists, the lotions, the scrubs. And I don't know, I don't think that happens very often at Victoria's Secret. Like we always see those kind of sales at Bath & Body Works, but Victoria's Secret, it's usually a little bit more expensive. I definitely want to take advantage and pick up some of the new scents. There are 4 new ones. I just picked up 3. As far as like my first impressions of what I got in store, these were my favorites. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. Usually if you're not familiar with these collections, they mainly focus on the core line, like Bare Vanilla, Velvet Petals, Pure Seduction, and Love Spell. It's typically those 4, and they just do another version depending on the season of those type of scents. So a lot of them do include like the original DNA of those scents, but like with a little twist. So this collection is definitely more like summery kind of, which I think is really early. I know they usually do these collections early, but I was expecting more florals, like more springtime scents, but no, it seems like they're jumping straight into summer. One of the first ones here, this is Bare Vanilla Soul. I only got the body mist. I didn't even try out the lotion, so I'm not sure how the lotions smell in comparison to these. The bottle and the packaging and everything is pretty simple. I think they're nice bright colors. Like they look really cute all together. It kind of has like the metallic lid, but other than that, it's pretty basic packaging here on the front. Okay, I'm gonna look it up on the website because they don't always put all the fragrance notes here on the bottle. So Bare Vanilla Soul is a warm, fruity scent. It has notes of sunshine pomelo, vanilla zest, and I think that's all they give us. Yeah, so just those 2 notes, the same that they have here on the bottle. I have just sampled these, like I haven't actually worn them or anything yet, but I do love Bare Vanilla. I love a lot of the Bare Vanilla flankers, even though sometimes it can be really similar to the original. This one, I'm definitely getting the original Bare Vanilla DNA, but you can tell it's like the summer version of Bare Vanilla. There's something very bright. I just think of like a sunny scent. So I think it's very fitting for the packaging. Like the way the packaging looks is how it smells to me. It's just very bright. It is very sweet. It does have a very strong vanilla note, which I do like. I can't say it's one of my favorite Bare Vanilla flankers that I've tried so far. I have tried quite a few. I do actually like a lot of their summer collections that they do. I don't know. It's not a bad scent, and I don't think there's any type of coconut note in here, but it does have this kind of creaminess that somewhat reminds me of coconut, but it's definitely just more of like a straight up vanilla. The pomelo note in there, almost a little bit zesty, like not too tart or anything like that, but it definitely kind of adds this more like fruity feel to it. It's very beachy, very summery. I almost kind of get a hint of that suntan lotion type of smell, and I don't know, I do have quite a few of those in my collection, but I don't know, it's not a bad scent, and I think it would be really nice to wear during the summertime, especially as it starts to warm up a lot more. I do wish it was a little bit stronger, because it's not a very strong scent. It almost seems like it's gonna be a little bit more skin-like, like you can still smell it, but I don't think it's gonna project a whole bunch. It is a little bit on the softer side. I was worried that this is gonna smell more like lemony, even though there's not a lemon note, like it's pomelo, but I was kind of assuming that. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more tart. I don't know. Overall, to me, it smells a lot more like vanilla. So I think after I go through and smell all these, I'll maybe like rank them as far as my favorite to my least favorite. So this next one is Pure Seduction Soul, and I say this all the time, but I don't really like the original Pure Seduction. Like, that's not one of my favorites, but I do like a lot of the flankers, and especially the summer versions of Pure Seduction I always look forward to because, I mean, the original Pure Seduction smells super fruity. A lot of people describe it like fruit punch. A lot of the flankers are always just really juicy, sweet, fruity scents. And this one has notes of orange mimosa and dewy pineapple. And here's a closer look at the packaging as well. Sorry, I should have done this with the Bare Vanilla too, if my camera is hopefully focusing on those. I smelled this one in store, and I do remember this one being my favorite, I think. It's super fruity. Ooh, yeah. Very, very bright, almost like a little bit bubbly, but not too much. Nothing like straight up champagne or anything like that, because I typically don't like a lot of the scents like that, but this one is super fruity. It almost kind of reminds me of like a fruity cocktail, something like that. I do really like this one. It does smell really good, very summery. I mean, there's not really much to it. I think it's described as a fruity floral. Yeah, fruity floral scent, but I don't really get much floral. To me, it just smells like straight up fruit juice. There might be some like florals in there to kind of balance it out, but I'm just getting straight up like orange and pineapple juice. It's just very sweet and fresh, like a very refreshing scent. I have to say, I do like this one. I do have the original Pure Seduction because I almost kind of forgot how this one smelled. I just have a little mini version that I got in a set a while back. Actually, going back and smelling the original Pure Seduction, it's really not that bad. The original is juice plum and crushed freesia. I got something in my eye, so I checked in the mirror and I had this black dot there on the tip of my nose. I don't know if y'all could see it, but I don't want to restart this video, so I don't know if that was there the whole time. But anyways, Pure Seduction, it's actually not as bad as I remembered. I really disliked it whenever I first smelled it, but it's been a little while since I've kind of gone back to smell it again. I think now I've started to like more fruity, sweet scents like this a lot more. So yeah, I do like this one. I do think they're different though. The way other people have described this smelling like fruit punch is very spot on, because that's exactly what it smells like to me. And this definitely gives a similar vibe, just more like orange and pineapple. Like, that's what you get. And the last one that I have here is Velvet Petals Soul, and Velvet Petals is one of my favorites from the core line. This one and Bare Vanilla I think are some of my top two, and this one is in this really pretty like light pink packaging. I really like when they do these metallic lids for some reason. I think it looks really pretty. And this one has notes of juicy bergamot and white peony. This one is described as a floral gourmand, and I think that's kind of how the original one is. I know the original has this more like almond glaze note. It's a very sweet sugared floral scent, so it's kind of what I'm expecting from this one. And I do remember smelling this one a little bit. Ooh. Okay, this one might be my favorite. To me, this smells like a perfume, but a very sweet perfume. So it's kind of surprising that it's described as a floral gourmand. I mean, it definitely is sweet, but I don't know. I was gonna say, like, if you're not really into really strong, like heavy gourmands, like if you don't like those bakery scents or just anything really, really sweet, I was gonna say then this would be something that you would like. So I guess it still technically is a gourmand scent, but it's mixed in there with these nice florals, and it just has a nice balance to it, which I really like. So I do have the original Velvet Petals here, and I can smell a difference. Like when I go to smell this one is floral and it is a little bit more perfume-like, but I get a lot of the almonds, like the almond glaze. It gets almost a little bit more like a warm kind of sweet scent whenever you compare it to something like this. And I don't know, I just like this one. It does remind me of something though. I was looking back at my collection because I'm like, what does this remind me of? And I thought maybe like a Sol de Janeiro scent to the number 68. This one is the Brazilian jasmine and pink dragon fruit. I don't think they have a lot of the similar scent notes. Like this one has dragon fruit, jasmine, ocean air, hibiscus. Yeah, they don't really have similar scent notes, but for some reason, I don't know, they kind of smell similar to each other. There might be another perfume or something that I'm kind of forgetting about, but this does kind of remind me of something. So if anyone has tried this one and gets a similar vibe to something else, let me know your thoughts on that. I did also try, what was it? I think Love Spell, is that the one I'm forgetting? Yeah, I did try Love Spell in store. That one is another fruity floral, has notes of lemon blossom and sparkling neroli. I think I just smelled it and I wasn't super impressed with it just based off my first impression, but I did smell all of these very quickly in store. As far as what I quickly smelled in store, these were my top favorites. I don't know, for sure I think Velvet Petals Soul is my favorite so far, and I would say these are pretty much tied. If I had to choose, I think I would choose the Pure Seduction sole and then Bare Vanilla last, which is very surprising because I usually really like Bare Vanilla. But when I just think of other flankers out there, I know there are a lot more that I like more than this one. It's not a bad scent. It has this nice creaminess to it, and I do think it is very, very sweet. I just keep getting hints for some reason of like a suntan lotion type of smell, and it's not that I dislike those. If anything, it might be something I need to wear to fully get on board with that one. But yeah, that's kind of my first impression of the new Soul collection. There actually is another new one that I totally almost forgot to mention. It's part of the like natural collection. I forgot what it's called, but they have a new one in pineapple shade. I should have grabbed that one while it was on sale because $6 is a really good deal for these mists. But I did smell that one in store. It's just straight up fruity pineapple, like nothing else mixed in there. I didn't pick up on any type of coconut or really any other fruit mix in there. So if you just want a true juicy pineapple scent, especially good for like layering with other scents, I think that one's the way to go. That would be a really good layering fragrance, or even just something to wear on its own. I thought that one smelled really good. I totally forgot to pick that one up. That was one of the first ones I smelled whenever I was in store, and I didn't really spend too much time in there, so I just grabbed a few and then I was out the door. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that one because I did smell it and I did think it smelled pretty good. That's my thoughts on this collection. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Of course, everybody smells things differently, so if you have a chance to go in store, I always recommend going and checking it out. But I always love hearing other people's opinions too, so that's why I like doing these type of videos. If you did and want to see more videos like this, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. Also, make sure to turn on your post notifications, that way you get notified whenever I post new videos. I appreciate you guys who made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!